Hello! Today we've got another makeup review of you, this time about a brow product. It's the Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Sculpting Kit. Which is actually a pretty interesting product because it has 2 steps instead of 1. Yeah. I'll be honest, I actually bought it mainly for the powder, and only after I actually read the back of the packaging, where they actually explain how to use it, did I realize that the wax is actually pretty useful as well. I thought at first it would be like one of those eyebrow gels, like only to set it in place without any color, but it's actually more like a brow pomade, but only one that you have to set with powder. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Could be considered just an extra step in the process of doing your brows, but I don't know, I enjoy spending time on my eyebrows anyway, so yeah. But yeah, anyways, it contains a wax, yeah, and a powder, and also a small brush with 2 sides, a hard side and a soft side, more on that later, and a little tiny cute spoolie. So yeah, pretty much what I'm going to show you is of course the product up close and just an explanation of it, swatches, and then also obviously how I'm using it on my eyebrows. And because this is quite a interesting product in the sense of that it has like 2 steps instead of 1. My bangs will just never stay in place properly when I move. Anyway, I'm also going to show you in detail how I apply it and some tips and tricks. So yeah, let's get started. So here you can see the packaging from up close. It's just a little plastic box with the wax and the powder and some little tiny mini tools. Really tiny, as you can see here. And then here's some swatches. The left one that I'm pointing at right now is the wax, and the one next to it is obviously the powder. And here is my face from up close. So yeah, what I always do is just starting out at the bottom of my eyebrows at the center points. And yeah, right now I'm just doing one eyebrow first just to show you the difference in the end. But it's usually like every step I take on one eyebrow, I immediately repeat on the other one to make sure to get nice and even. But yeah, anyways, as the product suggests, I started out with the wax, which is actually quite easy to apply. It's almost like one of those brow pomades, but slightly more waxy, liquidy. I don't know, it's slightly smoother. It does stay more shiny, so you do definitely need to set it. But yeah, what I always just do is draw the lines first and then fill them in. And I personally always like to have the bottom line darker than the top line. It really just depends on how you like your eyebrows to look, of course. Like, I think eyebrows are, you know, different for everyone in terms of what they like. But yeah, this is just how I prefer them. And then I just blend the wax upwards, just because I don't want them to be too dark. And I also always want the little point at the end to be the darkest, but that's quite difficult because I have the least hair there of all my eyebrow parts. Blah. You get what I mean. It's like going against nature. But anyways, then I just grab the powder and put it over the wax. I basically just blended it upwards a little. And then just spread it so that every bit of wax is completely set. And it does definitely get more matte and darker from it. Definitely a very nice look, and it does make it look more natural, which is also very nice. And then it's time for the mini spoolie. It is really tiny. I'd probably use a bigger one if I weren't, you know, completely reviewing the set. But still, it does work. And yeah, this is the final result. As you can see, it really does define the eyebrows very well. So yeah, I like it. So, in conclusion, I do really like this product. Seriously, it's like, I don't know, I expected it to just be one of those things where like the wax will be useless and there's hair in my face. Where the wax will be useless and the powder will be nice. But actually they're both very nice. Like, as you can see with the actual wax underneath it, they go completely like picture perfect, visible brows. Which I really like when I'm doing like a full makeup like now. But yeah, when I'm doing like a working as a postman type of makeup, you know, when I'm like, I don't want to wear too much because if it goes awful the weather, if the weather goes awful and it starts raining, then I don't want to wear a lot of makeup because, yeah, it's just not gonna look nice. So yeah, then I will probably only use the powder because that does keep it subtle. So yeah, pretty much I think it's a very versatile product in that sense. You can use it with or without the wax depending on what sort of effect you want. Also, it's one of the very rare eyebrow sets where I'm actually using the brushes. Like before filming this, I actually used it a few times just to get the hang of it, you know, to figure out what works best. And actually the brushes are useful, especially because there is actually a hard side and a soft side on the little, you know, angled brush. For the different types of product in here. And the spoolie is also useful, although it is very, very tiny, but still I can use it. So yeah, I think it's also a great product for on the road. So yeah, all in all, I do recommend this product. One thing to do keep in mind is, this is the shade 002 Medium Brown. It is quite, yeah, warm toned, which I personally like because my hair is obviously dyed orange. So warm tones do suit me, but you know, do keep in mind that you gotta try, you know, on your own skin and with your own hair color, which color suits you best. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this product. As usual, I'll leave the price down below in the description box because I don't remember it. And for now, if you have any other questions about this product, you can always ask me and I'll try to give you a useful answer as usual. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye! And it actually made it completely matte, so that's good. And then I did some shaping and all, and yeah, just applied